What's up, guys? Good morning. I just woke up here in Miami. It was a huge day yesterday. I did about $21,000 in cash collected. And I know you probably see all these baity titles on YouTube talking about how people made like 100,000 in a day, 300,000 in a day, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I actually made $21,000 yesterday in cash collected with crazy margins on that. And today in this video, I'm literally just gonna break down how I made this money, how exactly my fulfillment process works, the ways in which I was actually able to close these clients, and kind of just an entire thorough breakdown on how much I actually take home in pocket out of that money. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm gonna be showing everything directly on my phone and just kind of giving a thorough breakdown on the entire process of how my agency works and how I continue to scale and build to these new highs every single day. So let's get right into it. So first and foremost, before we actually get into breaking down everything, obviously I'm going to show the numbers here because I just want people to understand that I am actually making this type of money. This is not just something I'm telling you I'm making. I'm going to show you the receipts right now. So let me get right into that. I'm going to open up my phone here and I'm going to actually flip around my camera one sec, and you're going to be able to see all this money I'm making right here. So the first one, as you can see, yesterday I did $10,000 off of this person right here. And next, getting into the next one, I had $2,000 come in off of this person right here. And then let's get into the last one right here, which is an additional $7,000 right here. So that right there is $19,000. And then I'm getting into my other sale right here, which is going to be an additional $2,000. So first, foremost, let's just break down these actual sales themselves. I had $19,000 in cash collected come in from my agency itself, and then an additional just about $2,000 after fees coming in from my coaching program. So to be clear, my coaching program is not my primary source of income like a lot of these guys. It is just this microcosm of what I'm doing basically, and that $2,000 in cash collected was a deposit towards my total $4,000 program. So in this case, that was less than 10% of what I made that day. But we're still going to include it just because that is money that I am making at the end of the day from my agency in some way, shape, or form. But now let's get into the other $19,000, which is what a lot of you would actually like to know more about. So starting off, as you saw in there, we had a $10,000 payment, and I want to break down exactly where that came from, exactly what type of fulfillment cost I have, the type of client that I managed to land for that, and just how exactly that all works. So a bit of context, I have a client that I work regularly with. They are a huge client of mine, one of my biggest clients, and I am constantly opening new marketing proposals to them. And this is all because I managed to successfully market them on a smaller scale. So I built this client up on a couple retainers over time, and now I have them at the point where they're spending $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a month with me between all of their clients. So this is crucial. Enabling myself to expand through my existing client base is one of the biggest things that I managed to do with my agency, and it absolutely kills it. So, as you saw yesterday, I collected $10,000 from them. $10,000. My fulfillment cost on this $10,000 product is $2,600. That leaves me with a margin of $7,400, $7,400 in my pocket, 74% margins. And it was so easy to sell it to them. They came to me. They wanted to open up new retainers with me because they were so happy with what was already going on. So it's one of those things where like, I realize I can go out there and I can scale relentlessly in every direction and try to go acquire new clients. But why would I even do that when I have so many valuable clients already in my reach, basically, where they'll come to me if they like the results that they've been receiving? In this case, the deal that I was closing with my client was just another automation marketing bundle. It was for 3 people, 10 accounts per person, to be automated for 3 months each on Instagram. It is something that my team handles entirely. I do not do my own fulfillment. My team handles all of that. I've just built out the infrastructure so that I can manage the sales front. So again, you have to realize I'm making $7,400 yesterday doing virtually nothing. All I have to do is collect a few pieces of information to get them set up, but my team handles everything else. The $2,600 in fulfillment goes directly to my team. I don't manage any of it. And I basically just have this entire process automated so that I'm able to sell these types of things relentlessly with no type of infrastructure bottleneck or anything. It's just a literal sales mechanism, and it's perfect. It works so well. So Next, let's get into the $7,000 that I received yesterday. The $7,000 was part of an unbanned service. This is something that's completely unrelated to my actual marketing services, but it's still something I offer because it's just something I can fulfill super easily. And I have people in place that can basically manage that type of thing. So I'll sell this to the client for $7,000 with a $2,000 cost of fulfillment. Again, crazy margins, $5,000 in my pocket. I think what a lot of people don't realize is how valuable these types of margins are. When you're working in a different business model like e-commerce, like drop shipping, bro, a lot of these guys are making 15-20% of their money. To have a day where they make almost $15,000 in net profit like I did, they would have to do $100,000 in sales. And a lot of these guys aren't doing $100,000 in sales in even a month. So it's pretty crazy to think that I can make in a day what a lot of these drop shipping guys are making in a month. And it's just because of the actual physical margins on my products. So now let's get a little more into the numbers like we were doing. That $7,000 plus $10,000, that's $17,000 in my cash collected, which straight out is $12,400 in net profit so far. And that leaves us with two more payments. The $2,000 that I collected for my coaching, and then the $2,000 that I collected from the other person. The $2,000 for my coaching, net profit. So then that puts me at 14.4 in net profit on the day. And the last one is my $2,000 sell that I did separately. And that $2,000 sell was just another monthly retainer. $2,000 monthly retainer, $500 cost of fulfillment, 75% margins, $1,500 net. That puts me over $15,000 net profit on the day. $15,000 net profit just for waking up, sending off a few text messages, and just doing what I do every other day, bro. I go to the pool, I go to the spa, I just enjoy my day. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not doing all this 10-hour workday stuff. This is all in a day's work of 1 or 2 hours. In fact, the other day, when I made all this money, all that I did was I went kayaking in Miami with my friends. Nothing more than that. I went kayaking with my friends. We went and drank a little bit. We had a good time. We weren't thinking about work the entire day. I can guarantee you I was not doing any work outside of this maybe hour in the morning and hour at night. Before I let you guys go, I want to talk about one thing that has critically changed the state of my business in the past couple weeks alone, and that is all about case studies and testimonials. I had started building out my coaching program and kind of like the course content behind it 2 months ago. And when I was doing that 2 months ago, obviously I had to build out my modules, all my videos, and I did about 5 hours of recorded content just talking before I even get into my coaching stuff. And I think the biggest takeaway that I have from my recorded content was that it was really me kind of relearning the process of building an agency as well, because although I'm teaching someone it, I do have to kind of remember all of the fundamental building blocks that I used to build my agency and scale. And one of my biggest takeaways was just the importance and influence of case studies. It's one of those things that obviously I've done over time. I've been building case studies for years, and I've been building out my programs for years, but I think I kind of let it slip through the cracks as far as collecting case studies consistently. And as I was building out my course, it was like this wake-up call. I was like, oh my God, like I should be collecting case studies nonstop, spreading them around, like showing everyone these, because at the end of the day, this is what I'm telling other people to do. I'm telling other people this is how you sell stuff, so why wouldn't I do it myself? And from that day forward, I literally sat in my room and I was messaging every single client that I had, and I was like, hey, like, I'm trying to build out a bunch of case studies right now. Like, I haven't built out too many recently. I'm willing to give you a little discount on your next month with me. Like, I just want to have a successful case study to show everyone. And when I did this and got the results from it, it was crazy. My clients are out here doing 6, 7, 10x return on ad spend with me, or return on their investment with me, basically, just through my marketing programs. And to be able to compile this in an objective manner that basically shows everyone that I'm actually delivering these results, dude, my ability to sell has gone up tenfold overnight. I did probably 50K in sales in the last week alone. It was the most easy sales of all time. People were just hitting me up. They were asking me for my case studies. I would send over case studies, an overview of what I'm offering them, and just close this deal in like 5 minutes. It was super, super simple. It doesn't require the crazy sales tactics. It doesn't require some ability to smooth talk people. It literally just takes sending them the case study and showing them what I've done for other people. So what I want to leave with you guys today is just don't overlook the small things in your agency. Don't overlook the small things in whatever business model you're in. Whether it be SMMA or any other model, make sure that as you progress and as you grow, you continue to implement these little tiny things that are so crucial that you were doing at the start, because those are the things that enabled you to be successful in the first place. Like in my case, building out these case studies has been a game changer as far as my agency goes. So I just wanted to leave you guys with that. Without further ado, feel free to check out the description below. My Instagram will be linked there and my coaching program. Without anything else to say, just have a good one, guys. Enjoy your day.